Welcome to Dom Nai Radio and Television Stations. Here's the news today. On May 5th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính worked with the Ministry of Health on the proposal of the health industry, especially in the context that the COVID-19 pandemic continues to be complicated and unpredictable. At the meeting, the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính affirmed that Vietnam is basically controlling the pandemic situation despite the complicated pandemic in some localities. The Prime Minister requested to strengthen inspection, review, assessment, and overcome weakness, limit inadequacies in pandemic prevention and control, remote prevention and control earlier and before the pandemics. More actively improve institutions, mechanisms, and policies on this work, strengthening supplies, equipment, and facilities to proactively support the pandemic prevention and control, especially in key and high-risk localities. The health sector must coordinate with the relevant agencies to promote pandemic prevention and control with more diverse and effective requirements suitable to the situation and to different audiences. The Ministry of Finance has just issued a document on strengthening the management and information on the market price. Do not let wrong rumors about the product price spread out during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Ministry of Finance also emphasized that the people committees of the province and cities need to step up propaganda and timely information on the price market situation. Publicity and transparency of price information, especially for goods and services subject to the price declaration to minimize the impact of price increase due to the psychological factors, inflation expectation, and avoid rumors that affects the market price level and people's lives. In an effort to calm the Gaza Strip, U.S. President Joe Biden spoke by the phone with Israeli Prime Minister and Palestinian President, while Qatar discussed with the Hamas group. On May 15th, a statement from Israeli Prime Minister office says that the Prime Minister Netanyahu thanks President Biden for his support of the Tel Aviv and explained that Israel is doing everything to protect the civilians. On the same day, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas also spoke by the phone with the U.S. leader. The Times of Israel reported that the two leaders discussed the latest development in the situations. It was the first phone call between the U.S. and Palestinian leaders since Biden took office in January 2021. Meanwhile, Qatar Foreign Minister met with the political leaders of the Hamas movement and called on Israel to stop their attachment on the Gaza Strip. People in many major European cities took to the streets to protest against Israel's attacks on Gaza Strip, leading to several clashes with the police. Thousands of people gathered near Hyde Park in London, then got to the Israeli embassy carrying banners "Stop Bombing Gaza" and shout out the slogan "Free Palestinians." In the Spanish capital Madrid, about 2,500 people wearing Palestinian flags marched to the city central square. They chanted, "This is not a war, this is genocide." Hundreds of people in many French cities but were banned in the capital Paris due to the fears of the outbreak of violence. Despite that, several hundred people still gathered, prompting police to fire tear gas and use water cannons to disperse. A similar situation occurs in Greece capital Athens, when police also fired tear gas and water cannons to disperse pro-Palestinian crowds. Violence broke out in the Danish capital, Copenhagen, where about 4,000 people protested, throwing stones at the police and Israeli embassy building. 3 people were arrested and the crowd was dispersed by the police with the bullets rather than the tear gas and batons. That is on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Goodbye.